punish counter chance.
Life uses the gauge for a super arm. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Gets the counter hit throw. Long low attack hits. Goes for the drop. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Perfectly timed parry to deflect the opponent's attack. You don't want to get caught in that situation too many times. Uh-oh. Falls short. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player 2 has the life lead. The throw is escaped. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Right lead opens up. Taking stock. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Did well to get the buff in there. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. But there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Doesn't miss, connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Jumps in, drops that on. Can they close this round without relying on just going all in with the uppercut? Even the slightest hit may end the round. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Starts with a jumper. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Combo with the target combo. Checks that jump in easily. Now they can go on the offensive. Eraser hit. We're gonna see it rain. Will that super be the turning point? They're trading attacks. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 2, their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a change of thought. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Tries to bait out a reaction to an overhead, but it won't work. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Finishes it with the anti-air. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts in, brushes that off, and keeps going. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Looking to impress with this super. Uh-oh. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What's next? Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving. That's gonna leave him rattled. What now? This may turn into a big chance. A jump? Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Noticeable, are you kidding me? Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Overhead, but it won't work. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage. Sticks the combo. Brushes off the impact. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Definitely answers the air attack. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. Jump answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge, now's the time. Goes with a safe stuff, rising uppercut. Player 1 finds the target. Anti-air in the clutch. Time to reassess the situation. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from that's gonna leave them rattled? Going in? Are we just goes airborne? A jump? What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Rising uppercut. Low heavy. All the throws connects. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up.
Here we go.
Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Ninja Star Cypher. Get ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu. Goes airborne. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Right drive impact misses. Burns out. Player 2 goes all in with the uppercut. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't let this simmer. It gets them in the air. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Solid anti-air. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Vagabond and sends them flying. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's the play here? Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Gets the parry in, and adds some pressure. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Tries to catch him out with the arch slam. Jumps. There's rising uppercut. Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Very difficult. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. What'll happen here? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can... Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. There's a change of sides. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and... Player big low attack to pick up the win this round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. From upstairs. Uses the target combo as a filler. Perfect parry. They got a feast on this chance. Player 1 needs all the throw connects. Amazing. Low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent.
Player with more fuel to the fire! Hook them up! Bushin Ninja Star Strike! This is how the Bushin Ryu roll!
Okay, here meets them air to air.
Goes airborne!
Who will set the bait at this range? Jacks with a sandblast. Chucks a fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Fires a blast. Player 1 needs to use their drive move to have any chance of a comeback. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Arc step! Flatline zone!
Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle.
Talk about a show! That match had it.
Arcade. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Jump in, finds the mark. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Bops them with a target combo. Backs them into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Big, low, reaching heavy. Throws them. What's next? In a dire situation. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Early round decision answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Jump-in attacks have a lot of lag time associated with them and are very vulnerable to perfect parries like we just saw. Player 1 needs to use the threat of experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Sandblast sets up with the jump-in. Are we gonna go airborne? Super Archer closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Backdash to start. They're not taking any check. Goes all in with the uppercut. Throws them. Jump reads the jump in perfectly. Oh my, the throw tech. Jeez, how can they read each other so well?
Not wasting any time spending that meter.
Player 1 needs to take advantage of the gauge disparity. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Closes it out. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle.
Talk about a show! That match had it all.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Overhead, but it won't work. Big throws.
Ooh, lands a rising uppercut.
The attack is parried. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Neither of them willing to back off here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Sticks the combo. Rising uppercut. Looking for a chance. So, what's next? Player hits him with a stopping block. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management.
Ooh, lands a rising uppercut.
Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. A quick breather. Both connects with the throw. Back into the and whips. They're wide open. Amazing.
Willing to risk it for the overdrive.
Closes Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Rising uppercut.
Rising uppercut.
They block the overhead and throws them. What's next? Steps in for the throw. What are these fighters thinking now? They're not gonna allow any jumping. Knockdown. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Ooh, lands a rising uppercut.
Player 2 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Picks up experiencing burnout. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Fight round. Fight.
Blossom, rising uppercut. Sure you can? Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Perfect tech. Player 1 with the lead. Sets up with the jump in.
Too slow.
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Good.
Player low heavy. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Are we going to see a comeback here? Tries to act quick flatline though. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Starting the action off with some fireballs. Goes for the low kick. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Big counter. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The low doesn't connect. Takes a trip. Where's their opening? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Challenge from above. Love tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Big counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 creates a good corner, bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. That combo did decent damage. Connects with the throw. Pushing through with the Gladius. Yeah, of course, what a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jump. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Knockdown.
Ooh, lands a rising uppercut.
Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Are they thinking about how to slip? Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip. Sneaks in above. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Dangerous range here. Brings the impaler. Connects with the throw. Closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Throws them to start the corner pressure. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Life lead opens up. Taking rising uppercut. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Rising uppercut. What'll happen here? A trade, but they're not worried. Here comes the corner pressure. Are we gonna see if uses the gauge for a super art? Nails the eraser. And this is gonna do big damage and create some space. Big gauge not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the low kick. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. The low kick connects. What's the play here? Goes for the throw. All right. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Oh, easy tech. Goes for the drive rush there. Knockdown. Combo with the target combo. They block the overhead and taking stock. Well-timed corner switch. Can't tech the throw. One shot. All both fighters need to close this out. What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to KO. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Checking their reactions with a fireball? Creates an opening with a low heavy? That drive impact is blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Checks them with the projectile. Close them. What's next? Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Springs forward with the drive rush. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. That's a counter. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump into the low. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive up. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. The low kick hit. What a finish! Player one brings it home.
Online. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Opts for the throw. Player one has the life lead. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Taking stock. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Knockdown. The attack gets him. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now. And rising uppercut. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Hits him with a stop and bomb. It's a good spot to use the super. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Player two needs the low kick hits. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Goes to the end, flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Six rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Holds with a kick. Goes range projectile. Medium kick is nothing stops this train. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Excellent read. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. The low kick hits. Player two can't use any drive. Brings the impaler. Take a seat. Oh man, who's gonna take this? Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Fires up, sets up with the jump in. Medium kick hits. Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Projectile to try and change the situation. Still slugging it out here. Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Beautiful setup with that attack. Sticks the combo. What's going to follow the combo? Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. That drive impact doesn't get through. Throws them to negate the block. Medium kick hits. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Impaler incoming. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be... That back throw was huge! Closes it out! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Oh, gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player two is just about out of drive after that. What's the play here? Player two in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Goes for the drive rush there. Big, low, reaching heavy. Like drive rush to keep it going. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player one can't use any more drive without burning out. Projectile to try and change the situation. Jumps? The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Jumps in. Sneaks in the throw. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? There's an overdrive shoryu. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps up. From low heavy to KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on...
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Beginning operation.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner sweep. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? What's the play here? Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Takes a trip.
Were they baiting them into that?
Heats it up with a combo into super. Impaler incoming. Medium kick hits. Closing KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Big low reaching heavy. Can't tech the throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
It's a good spot to use the super. Brace their hips. We're gonna see it rain.
Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Player two is dominating this match. Goes for it all, but just misses. And whips. They're wide open. The low heavy connected? That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The drive carry was successful. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Burns the drive gauge. Knockdown. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Holds out with the block. Player two chases them down, experiencing burnout. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sandblast. Checks them with a projectile. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. They're backed up into the corner. Smart play with the throw. Player two will need to play it low heavy. Oh, the throw connects. Going in. Meets them air to air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Raw critical. What's gonna happen? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Closes it out.
Kidding me! Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. A jump. Goes airborne. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Smart stuff. Poking at that range to zone the opponent.
Player goes all in with the uppercut.
Reads the jump in perfectly. The low kick hits. How did they read that throw? They are in a real bad throw zone.
Both sides getting ready.
Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. They're in range.
Oh, gets the air throw.
Sees the overhead coming. Jumps. Ooh, what a smart play. Amazing.
Full drive on deck. Yukosho from heaven.
They're just gonna go for it with the super. This uses their drive gauge.
No hesitation or retreat. Hits them with that NSF dummy. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Poses us. Player 2 knocked him out of the air. Rising uppercut. Player 2 has,
Lands a rising uppercut.
throws him. What's next? Knockdown. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Okay, creating some space here. Goes in on the impact for nothing. They were looking up. Nails the anti-air. In a dire situation. They can't.
There's the impact.
Not letting that go unpunished. What'll happen here? Oh God, this is tense. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has the daring air throw does it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. These both showed their hands a little bit. Rising uppercut. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. Player 1 is working with a better...
Lands a rising uppercut.
We have super baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Follows up and tags on the lightning kick barrage. Miraculous grab. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation?
So fast on the air throw.
Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range.
Yo, critical art now.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
That was the highest if I've ever seen.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps? Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Well-timed corner smash. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. In a dire situation. Rising uppercut. Experiencing burnout. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball here.
Ooh, lands a rising
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2? Oh no, they're stunned. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Knockdown and digs in deep to get that drive. Overdrive lightning kick. There's a burnout. Picks the air throw. Jump. Brings the impaler. Reads the jump in perfectly. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Rising uppercut. This is gonna be bad news. Connects with the throw. Quick goes all in with the uppercut. Hits him with a stopping block. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides get knocked him out of the air. The drive impact doesn't work. Okay, there's a burnout. So fast on the air throw. Oh, they change sides. What brings the impaler? There's a drive impact. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 1 can't use any drive. Gotta play it safe. Big gauge difference here. And both the overhead denied. Fights back with authority. Close range projectile. Goes all in with the upper. They are done. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Special match. Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 1 has the life lead. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big low reaching heavy. Left off a projectile to waste time. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stock. Brushes off, experiencing burnout. Knockdown and player 1 has depleted their jump to come from the brink like that. What a comeback. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Can they keep on him? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Risky up-close scrap still going. Rising uppercut. What'll happen here? Poses him. Good job, escape. Drive impact misses. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in catches it. Sticks the combo. Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes the chance to hurt him. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Blocks the low heavy. Solid combo. Gets the jump in. Life lead open. Overdrive jackknife. Going in. Rising uppercut. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 needs to use the predator corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? The corner throw ends it. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
All right, you ready?
No mercy for you.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Trips him up. The jump in, catches him. Sticks the combo. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Player 2 is almost dead, but some KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to create some distance to start. Sticks the jump in. Reverse edge cuts him down. Stops the attack by using the drive. Heats it up with a combo into super. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Throw leaves them wide open, calls out their shot, and responds with authority. A quick breather. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. A parry? Sneaks in above. Crowns him from above. A jump? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player sends a clear message with that counter. The overhead denied. Throws him. Okay, here we go. Punch cannon spike. Baron turns out. Overhead, but it won't work. Anti-air in the clutch. There's the burn. Nails the eraser. And this is gonna do big damage and create some space. We're so close to the end. They pick this time to bust this out. What a clutch low heavy. This is the big slamma jamma. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This is gonna hurt. Barry jumps up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Will this decision pay off for them? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Oh, easy tech. Oh, whiffs the throw. The throw misses. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Adds a little super juice into this combo for more. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Barely blocks the jump in. Takes the chance to hurt him. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Nice read with a cannon spike. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What'll happen here? Player 1 will need to play it conservative. Burnout activates. Good decision with that throw. Knockdown and knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1, this is gonna hurt. What's next? Chases him down. There's no blocking that. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? A jump in crowns them from above. They push their way out of. Oh my God! They just choked it up. Oh man, this is a scary. Give them the biscuits and the tea. Players absolutely relentless. Player 1, nothing stops this train. Connects with the throw. Yo, critical arc out. Yo, the special forces don't play. Delta ran assault.
Assessing
Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Fights back with his chases him down. This is a critical moment. Go heavy with authority. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.